Good morning and welcome to my channel Stock Explorer. I am Arup. I analyze companies based on various financial aspects. I want to share my insight with you and receive your feedback to further enhance my knowledge. For those who missed my last episode on Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, you can watch it on the channel. You can contact me via phone or email. I would be glad to receive your call between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let's begin the presentation with the name of Lord Ganesh. My study, as earlier I stated, revolves around 6 pillars or criteria. Firstly, the stock should have a good return on equity and return on capital employed (ROCE). The price should be fair and not overpriced. The company should have a low debt and low pledged share, demonstrating its ability to repay debt if any. Public holding should be minimum, ensuring strong control and ownership of the company. Both sales and net profit should exhibit year on year and quarter on quarter growth. Lastly, the business should have a low risk, meaning it should be resilient to policy changes by the government or global factors that may impact its operation. Before proceeding further, please take a moment to read the disclaimer. This is the disclaimer. I would like to clarify, I am not a SEBI registered or authorized stock analyst. I gather stock performance data and trends from recent company reports and collect business figures from various magazines before presenting them to you. Please note that this is solely my personal study and I do not recommend you to invest based on it. Please discuss with your financial advisor before making any investment decision. Since consolidating data, conducting analysis take a significant amount of time, I kindly request you to like, subscribe and share my channel. Your support will motivate me to bring more episodes and continue this journey. Today's featured stock is Premier Polyflim Limited. It is one of the leading manufacturer and exporter of calendared PVC product, including PVC flooring, PVC sheets, PVC flexible film, calendared leather cloth, PVC geomembrane and high voltage insulated mat. I encourage to visit company's website for details information about their products. In my opinion, their website is so-so, average rating. I give 6 out of 10. Premier Polyflim boasts a high product capacity and a vast network of distribution and retailers. The company exports its product to over 25 countries worldwide. They offer a wide range of PVC product with various properties, patterns, design and colorful to fulfill different requirements. The production process conform to well accepted quality standard. Let's delve into Premier Polyflim's key areas. The company has a strong presence in major cities across India and exports its product over 25 countries. They provide premium quality PVC product, transport flooring with silicon carbide, flooring for heavy traffic application, premium quality artificial leather, 100% shockproof insulation mat and PVC sheet for table cover. Premier Polyflim is a ISO 9001 certified company with 25 years of experience in producing high quality products that meet international standard. Their product comply with EN, ISI and ISO requirement for fire resistance, smoke resistance, abrasion resistance and more. The company has been recognized as second best exporter of floor covering by Department of Commerce, Government of India. In terms of financial factor, Premier Polyflim exhibits a low debt to EBITDA ratio of 0.63 times, indicate a strong ability to serve debt. Net sales have grown at an annual rate of 13.71% and operating profit has averaged 12.64% over the last 5 years. However, there was a significant growth in operating profit of 21.13%, and the company declares very positive result in June 2023. In fact, this is one of the few companies which has published quarter one result, and I picked up from those listed stocks. In the last 4 consecutive quarters, company achieved the highest PBDIT, profit before depreciation, interest and tax, net sales and operating profit to net sales ratio. With a return on equity ROE of 19.3%, Premier Polyflim has a very attractive valuation with a price to book value of 3. Over the past year, the stock has generated return of 24.01% and its profit have risen by 81.9%. Majority stakeholders are the promoters. However, a potential threat or risk lies in the company's dependence on PVC resin, a raw material derived from crude oil. The demand of PVC resin has been increasing, but the supply may not be adequate, which could impact profit in future. This slide displays a graphical representation of stock performance over past years. Oh, it is a roller coaster ride, reflecting significant price fluctuation. My observation to identify company with consistent growth in either sales and profit or both, Premier Polyflim meets these criteria, which is why I choose to study it. The following slide, just hold on. Okay, let's have the key figures, financial figures and ratios of Premier Polyflim. There is a mistake. I have wrote USFP, which has to be striked off. However, let's continue. Market cap is 221 crores, which is a very micro cap stock. The price to book value indicates that the stock is fairly valued, and the price to earning ratio is significantly below the industry average of 38.1, with a return on equity ROE of 17% and Pietrowski score of 7. The company demonstrates strong performance. Promoter holding stands 67.5%. And the return on capital employed is 21.1, significantly good. This slide, we compare Premier Polyflim with its peer companies. Premier Polyflim holds a favorable position compared to established competitors, including Astral, Supreme Industry, Phenolics, Nilkamal and Prince Price. These are all giant organization. The financial ratio of Premier Polyflim are on par with even better than these industries. Although foreign institutional investor FII holding is low, feel free to pause the video for more detailed analysis. Let me go to the next slide. This slide displays a graphical representation of revenue and profit growth since 2019, showcasing consistent growth in both sales and profit. This is the shareholding pattern, an overview of the trend. It reveals two perspectives. First, promoters have increased their stake, demonstrate their conviction and belief in the company. Second, while FII holding may be lower, domestic institutional investors remain invested. I hope you found the analysis informative. Feel free to reach out with any question and feedback. Let's now move on to the today's stock academic topic. I thought to include every day little bit piece of information which might be helpful for all of you. Even I am a student of stock market. Let me this also help me to when I presenting to you. Let's cover the today's topic. Today's topic is PEG ratio. PEG ratio is a financial matrix that assesses the relation between a company's price to earning ratio and its expected earning growth rate. The formula for calculating the PEG ratio is equal to P ratio divided by annual earning growth rate. The PU ratio represents the price of a company's stock divided by its earning per share, that is EPS. The annual earning growth rate reflects the expected rate at which the company's earning will grow over a specific period, usually projected for the next 5 years. The P ratio, the PEG ratio provides a more comprehensive evaluation of company by considering both in current valuation, that is P ratio, and its growth potential, earning growth rate. It helps investors assess whether stock is overvalued, undervalued, or reasonably valued based on its expected earning growth. A PEG ratio below 1 is generally seen as an indicator that its stock may be undervalued relative to its earning growth potential. A ratio of 1 suggests that stock is fairly valued, while a ratio above 1 might indicate an overvalued stock. So, any PEG ratio below 1 is good, but these are all academics. It may not apply in the stock under assessed. Here is a calculation. Let us say a company ABC has a P ratio 20 and expected annual earning growth rate is 15%. So, PEG ratio would be 20 divided by 15, that is 1.33. So, in that case it is slightly overvalued because the ratio value is above 1. Note, it is important to note PEG ratio has its limitation. It relies on projection earning growth, which may not always be materialized as expected. Additionally, it's crucial to consider other factors and conduct a comprehensive analysis before making any investment decision. The concept of best PEG ratio is subjective and can vary based on individual investment strategies, risk tolerance, and market condition. However, as a general guideline, a PEG ratio below 1 is often considered favorable, as it suggests that the stock may be undervalued relative to its earning growth potential. It is recommended to compare PEG ratio of a company with its industry peer and take into account that specific dynamics of the industry to gain a better understanding of the company's valuation relative to its growth perspective. Now, here is one which I added over the last episode. It is India's Daybook, is overall news of today. Let me read it out, or you can pause it and read it for yourself. Aurobindo Pharma company gets exclusive right of biofacturous monoclonal antibody. This is one antibody which is used for skin disease. So that is a good news. Zydus Life US FDA concludes a pre-approval inspection of zero observation for Ahmedabad formulation manufacturing facility at Stage 2. This is a good news again. RBNL company emerged as the lowest bidder for a NHAI project worth 808.48 crores. Yes, RBNL who have investment on RBNL can share. HAL Ministry of Defence and HAL signed 458 crore deal for 2 upgraded Dornier aircraft for Indian Coast Guard. Good news again. Sambardhana Motherson to acquire Roland Hydraulics for an equity value of rupees 103 crores. TVS Motor Company launched modern retro motorcycle in Indonesia. Reliance Industry Company set July 20 as record date for Reliance Strategic Investment demerger. It's a big news for all the stock investors. IRB Infra June toll revenue 16.5% at 383.3 crores versus 329.1 crores year on year. Okay, moderate report. Oil upstream stock oil price climbed to the highest in 2 months, outwitting Fed rate hike. So another threat. Max Venture, Max Extest, first luxury residential project in NCR garners pre-formal launch sells 1800 plus crores. Good one. IOC board approved raising capital of up to 22,000 crore via right issue. Again, is bell for everyone. HDFC Bank to replace HDFC Limited on MSCI indexes is a ongoing news. Vedanta, this is a good news. Board approves acquisition of Vedanta Foxconn Semiconductor and Vedanta Displays. Hindustan Zinc company declares an interim dividend of 7 rupees per share. Tata Motor Group Global Wholesale at 3,22,159 in quarter 1 FY24. I think it crossed the pre-pandemic era. Suzlon board has approved a proposal to raise up to 2,000 crores. G Entertainment NCLT hearing in G Sony merger case set to resume. This is not good news. Okay. With the next page, this is again the highlight of various business news. Economics Times, monsoon swing from 10% deficit to surplus 8 days. That is a good news. Piyush Goyal visit UK for FTA talks. Good news. DevTech high on agenda as DevTech means defense technologies. PM Narendra Modi embark on France trip. That is, we should keep an eye on this. ISRO to transfer SSLV to private sector. Again, big news. Business Standard Indian Airlines IT spending to be much higher than global average. TRAI agrees to fresh talk on regulating OTT before big DOT push. Financial Express, HDFC Bank to offer 2% stakes to NSDL public issues. That was already covered in the earlier slide. Polar PV sector in India is becoming a preferred destination for investors. Russia oil discount to India shrink to $4. Delivery charges remain opaque. Okay, so there is a squeeze. India say it will continue to support Sri Lanka on overcoming its financial crisis. Good news. Bank of India plans share sale to meet SEBI minimal public holding norms. Mint newses are Maruti Suzuki likely to breach pre-COVID sales peak. Okay, that is what I covered. Delhi gets highest rainfall in 40 years. Downpour wreak havoc. Okay, this with this I am concluding this. Hope you like the presentation. Please like and share and subscribe the channel for future releases. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.